Go lay down. Okay. Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, your favorite, Marky Markster. Fuck. Hmm. So fucking frustrated how that doesn't work. It's absolutely crazy. It's not their fault. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let me see if it works now. That's hilarious. Some bullshit. Bullshit. Hey Ann, how you doing, sweetie? You good? Oh, yeah, I'm good. I had a good day doing absolutely shit. It's raining here too. That's why I ain't been doing too much. It stopped now, but it's more coming. It's been raining here all day. So annoying. But oh well. I decided to sleep in, which I did, which I'm so glad I did. Finally got some good sleep. I feel much better now. My head's a lot lighter because I got more sleep and pretty much relaxed all day, which I needed to. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it does. Here it's calm, but like they say it's supposed to get worse tonight. So right now it's not like the worst is past, but there's more coming. The only thing I like about today is it's 62 degrees, which is beautiful. But tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday, it's supposed to rain. But Thursday is the only decent day. So tonight it says mostly cloudy, chance of showers, and then tomorrow morning it's gonna be showers again. So it's gonna be more bullshit. But right now the temperature is 65 and it's gonna go down to 62, which is beautiful. I love it. No AC. I just fed my dog. She's right here on the side. I just fed her. She's good to go now. You all right, baby? You're a good girl today. You slept in with me. Good. Otherwise, that I've been busy on. I've been doing readings all day too. I had a few readings to do today, so I got those out of the way. So I have been working, but just online, not on here, but other places. So I did get some work done, like readings and shit. So that was good. And then I went to the city to go get. I went to go speak to my DJ friend so I can get some good headphones because I'm out of the loop with all the DJ shit because I pretty much gave it up. And I went to go see him. He works at this DJ shop. So he says, "Yeah, you want these?" And he says, he told me he'll give me 10% off. And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, cool, sounds good." So he gave me 10% off. I ended up paying like $100 for a nice pair of DJ headphones. So I'm happy that I got all that done. Hey Sophie, how you doing? 71. Oh damn, you guys are hotter than me. See? Dang, it's 65 here. It's so nice. When it's in the 60s here, it's beautiful. Like I can still wear like a t-shirt like I am now, and I don't have no AC on, and I don't have to sleep with the AC. I just got my ceiling fan on, and that's it. When I sleep with no AC, it's better, like because that way I don't waste electricity, and I don't have to worry about like anything aggravating, like having the AC on and listening to it and all that shit. So yeah, it's nice, so nice. I have my door wide open. The breeze is coming through. It's like a nice slight breeze, nothing serious, but it's nice. So I'm like, yeah, baby, good to go. You're wearing sandals? Yeah, I'm wearing sandals as well. Slides. Yeah, I'm wearing slides. I actually got a new pair of slides too that I haven't used, but I finally used them today. They're nice and comfy. So nice. I go through slides a lot because that's all I wear. I only wear sneakers when like winter time comes, which is soon, and I wear sneakers when I'm working or something like that outside. But I wear like slides all day. I can't wear Crocs. I'm not a Croc person. I don't like Crocs. My nephews, that's all they wear. That's all they wear. Crocs every day. Everywhere they go, they wear Crocs. In Bermuda, I'm surprised there's so many people wear Crocs. Not me. I don't wear Crocs. I can't do that shit. I like slides. That's my thing. But hey, to each their own. I don't care. Like it's whatever. If that's what you want to wear. That's what you wear. Me personally, I don't like 'em. I have like 10 pairs of slides, all different colors: red, blue, black, black and white, gray, all sorts of grays, blues. I have two pairs of blues, two pairs of reds. I have like a black pair, and I have like three gray pairs. They're so nice. Like I wear different types. Even in the winter, I wear socks with my slides if I don't feel like putting on sneakers. Today I wore sneakers because I had to walk around the city. So I went to go check the Cyber Monday sale, and I'm glad I did. I got 10% off the headphones. So I was like, phew, good. Yes. I was so happy I got that. So I'm ready to go. My DJ stuff is all ready. I got my console, I got the microphone, the speaker, and today I got the headphones. All I gotta do is sort out all my music, and I'm happy. So everything worked out for me. So fucking happy. I got everything now. Over the Christmas break, I'm gonna sort it all out. Okay, Sophie. Yeah, I just got it. I was wondering who that was. I was like, I'm not gonna say no names on here. I don't do that. But yeah. Cool, I got it. You can ask your question when you're ready. Thanks. No, that's cool. Don't be sorry. I'm glad you didn't say anything. I'm glad I don't say the name because I don't want to like say something that people don't want me to. That's why when I receive it, I'll sometimes I'll say, yeah, I got a donation. Just let me know that people like their names private, which is understandable. I'm just doing my part. It's all good. You have a bunch of colors too, and yeah, that's cool. My nephews have a blue one, a white one, and a black one, and they have all those little things you put in the Crocs, like all those little symbols and there's little like add-on things you put in the hose. And what do you call this? Pendants. They have all these little pendants in there. They got like their initials, their name, like the team, and all sorts of bullshit. I was like, you people do too much to these damn Crocs. Me, I'm not a Croc person. I don't really wear that shit. I love my slides. So you met a guy named Andrew Sagittarius. Does he like me, like in the way that you see us dating? Like, do you see potential with us? All right, let me check. Well, what I'm getting here is I don't see him like making like an effort to like connect with you. Um, right now, I think that he's got some delays and some difficulties in his past love life. If he was married, then like he got a divorce and he's kind of trying to get over it. Or if he wasn't married, then he was like in a relationship and he's getting over it. He's not very happy. He's lonely, and like he doesn't have too much friends, or like he sees his future like in a clouded, like not so great way. Now he does like you. He thinks you have good intentions. He thinks you're sincere. He thinks that you're good. He thinks that you're a good person. Like he just judgment of you. He thinks that he would like to date you, but I think that this guy is like he has no sense of direction. Like he's not gonna make like a serious effort to like try to date you or try to be with you in a relationship because of his past. But he does like you, like but not in that way. At least not yet. But I don't see him like asking you out anytime soon. At least not in a couple. At least not in a couple days. I don't see that. Like he won't. He's not gonna make an effort, like a serious effort. But it seems like he's like he's friendly. He can be friendly. He can be devoted, and he can like he looks like he's smart, but like he has like issues with his past. I keep getting that. He's not a bad person. It's just that he had bad luck. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I wish I had better news, but I keep getting the exact same things, just different cards, but the exact scenario. Yeah, he's not. I don't get him making an effort. Even if you start to contact him, he's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. I just don't get like a strong energy on his like life or like himself. I get all reverse cards, so that's not good. Like, but I got him and a woman reversed. So he's like he went through some bad situation here with a woman, and like I don't see him. I asked if you start talking to him, will he make an effort? It says no. Yeah. Well, that's how it goes. You're welcome, Sophie. No problem. Yeah, next. That's all. That's how it goes sometimes. I know a lot of people that don't want to be in a relationship, or like they have so much happiness when they're by themselves. I mean, I know that's just the way it is. Like some people get fed up. They don't want to like be in a relationship because they've been through so much bullshit. But I always tell people try not to like allow the people in from your past to influence your future decisions because you could lose out on a good person, and unfortunately that's the case nowadays. People like get fed up and they just don't want to try again. They don't want to get hurt again, or they don't even want to try to get into anything because they know they'll get hurt, or they just feel like they have bad luck. You know, it's a serious pain in the ass, man. It's not easy to deal with, but it really there's nothing you can do about someone else's someone else's feelings and thoughts and things like that. It's up to them. They have to make their own decisions on what they really want in life. And unfortunately, like some people just can't handle being in those situations. It's fucked up, man. I feel bad for people sometimes, but a lot of people put things on themselves. So I can't really feel that bad for people who don't want to really make their lives better. If you don't want to make your life better, then you're gonna keep living in shit. And if that's what you want, then that's your problem. You know? Yeah, he looks like he's been through a lot, yeah. Recently. Yeah, and I explain this every day on here pretty much. Sometimes, I talk about people who go through a lot, but never to everybody's been through a lot. People have been through, bad relationships, abusive relationships, divorces, you know, all sorts of bad things. I can't imagine what people have gone through in their relationships. But one thing I try to explain to everybody is, people always used to tell me, "Oh, go get it, go look for it, go find yourself somebody, and if you can't, then let it come to you," and blah blah blah. But that's not what I believe in. What I believe in is what's meant for you is gonna happen to you, and if nothing's happening, then that's telling you need to work on yourself, and you need to like completely be aware that this is time for you to do things for yourself. You do not need another person to complete you. You don't need a man to complete your life. Like I don't need a woman to complete my life. Some people are happy alone, like without somebody. Not alone, but like entertained by their nieces and nephews, their children, if they have children, that they're entertained by their job and their successful life, like if they have hobbies and sports and things like that. So you can always be single and be very, very happy. And there's a lot of people, but in this world that are single and they choose to stay that way because they don't want to experience another broken heart. They don't want to experience another bad relationship. But it's up to you to choose the right person. So don't ever like think that there's nobody ever going to be there. There is. It's just that when it happens, it happens. The best thing to do is never rush into anything. Always test the person and never try and be in love quick because that shit ain't gonna work. Unless it's meant to work, which is 10% of the time that will happen. Prove me wrong. Yeah, I learn, but not lonely. Yeah. I don't consider myself alone. I just consider myself single and happy. I don't use that word alone or lonely because I'm not. I'm not alone and I'm not lonely. You know, I'm definitely not alone. I have a lot of entertainment. I have so many women I talk to, so many guys that, I speak to every day. I speak to my family every day. I speak to my nephews. I have my dog. I have my life, my work, my businesses. I'm always going, like I'm always doing something. So to me, having a woman is not a need, it's a want. It's something I want, yes, but I want the right one. I don't need to have somebody just to complete my life. Like fuck you. I don't care about you, hope. You ain't none of my company. Now, if you're a good woman and you want a good man, then I'm your choice then. Good. But if not, I don't want to deal with you. Fuck that. I ain't paying for your shit every day. And I ain't paying for you to do shit and all that stuff. And I ain't gonna be like buying you shit and thinking that I don't want no gold digger. Fuck that. I want a person that's gonna make me better. You know what? Fuck that. Yeah, I don't miss being in a relationship. I really don't. I could care less. I love being single. I've been single for 7 years almost, and it's been the best 7 years of my life. I've got so much accomplished and I feel so much better. But don't get me wrong, I would love to have a steady woman and have a good woman in my life. Of course I do. All right, I got your donation, Anne, and you said you want a love reading. All right, cool. Whatever pops up. All right, let's check. Hmm. Well, this says that you're not really making effort. Hey, Amy, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? Thanks for stopping by. How's things? Good. So, Anne, what I'm getting here is there might be like a potential suitor for you, but this person's timid, shy. This person might be a bit older than you. They might be kind sometimes and exercise their generosity towards you, but they're very like suspicious and vulnerable at times, and they can become frail, they can become timid. Like they're not really like wanting like a serious relationship, but they wish to have something with you, but it's like they're disappointed from their past and stuff. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're busy, and I'm glad you're good. I'll come visit. I'll come repay the visit when I see you, when I get a chance. I've been busy as shit. Today I'm on here early because it's been raining all damn day. So, and I also get like I feel like this. I feel like there's a man out there that like sees you in a good way and would like to be with you, but I don't think they have the balls to like come up to you and be with you and ask you out. Like if they're kind of like maybe shy or timid, or they just don't feel like if they say anything, you might reject them. Oh, you know that. Thanks, Amy. I appreciate you. Um, so, and I would say there is a man here. I got the Hierophant. So, but he's reversed. So he doesn't want to make the mistake of getting rejected or feel rejected from you because he feels like you might be a little bit too like standoffish, or you might be like, fuck you, I ain't got no time for you. So as far as like, this love reading here, I feel like there is a man that wants you, but he doesn't have the balls to come to you and tell you he likes you and tell you that he really wants to be with you. I feel like you know this person, but and they could be older, like maybe a couple years older than you, but their wish is to be with you, but they just don't know how they're gonna do it. I also think that this person knows you have daughters, and he might know your youngest daughter. So it could be something to do with that too, because I get a young woman here, or he might have a young daughter, you know? So he might have a young daughter, or he knows your youngest daughter. So it could be that as well. Like this person wants to be with you, but I don't think they're gonna approach you and ask you on a date or anything like that. Oh yeah, of course, but the thing is this person knows you're not dumb and they know you're not playing games, but they don't want to play games. It's just that they fear asking you like to be with them or to go out with them because they fear rejection, or they're suspicious, or like they feel like I gotta get her when she's vulnerable, or get her when she speaks to me or something so I can like try and get in, you know? Yeah, so this is the person that's in your energy that likes you, right? Yeah, so if you don't like, because I get his daughter as the Page of Swords, and that's like a woman that can be a bitch, like standoffish, or she'll like try and say something to you when she's ready, like she'll attack you when she's ready. Like you never know what the person's about. Like you have to always be careful. So if that's the type of energy she puts off, then that's probably her. The woman could be the girl could like this woman could be in her early 20s or less. Could be like late teenager, early 20s. Oh, there you go. Yeah. As far as like a new guy, I don't see a new guy coming into your life in the next 2 to 3 months. I asked if there's gonna be like a completely new guy coming in, and I don't get a new guy here. I get that if a new guy comes around, he's gonna be another person who's had a marriage with no real love. He's a person who like doesn't have no real love in his life. He doesn't even know what that is, And like there's gonna be like there might be a person that also is very uncertain when they're around you, because your energy might make guys feel uncertain. Like, and this person might misrepresent themselves. They might act like they're a good person, but really they're not. Like they're just talking to hear themselves. They're trying to impress you with bullshit, and you're like, yeah, I'm no dummy, bro. I ain't talking to you about this shit. Hey Bronny, how you doing? All right. So yeah. So this guy wants to be with you, but because you said that, then it might cause interference with him like wanting to actually be with you, because like he's the type of person where he wants everybody to be, like the Hierophant is a guy who wants to bring people together. So it might like cause him not to want to be with you because of that. Like, yeah, yeah. But he's still, because he came up in the reading, his wish is to still be your boyfriend, like be with you. He wishes for that, because I got the wish card at the end where he's wishing that you and him could be together and put aside the daughter differences. Like that's his wish. And he is interested in you and wants to be with you. But if you like are like, nah, bro, then he's gonna be like, fuck, I can't be with her. She doesn't even care about me. She's probably moved on or probably doesn't even give a shit about me. So this guy likes you, but as far as like a new energy, I don't see a new guy here in the next 2 months. But if there is a new guy, right, he's gonna like misrepresent himself. He's just gonna talk to hear himself. Yeah, see, so that's pretty much what I'm getting, is that guy really wants to be with you, like. So if he wants you to fly to where he is now and he's willing to pink up and pay, then that's up to you to make the choice. But that's his wish. His wish is to be with you. So I would say, as far as this reading, that's the only person that I see that's willing to like really be with you and want to be with you. And like I said, no new guy around. So it's really up to you whether you want to take that lunge or not. If you were to go visit him, it'll be good. Like you'll enjoy yourself and you'll have fun. You'll have fun and you'll feel like emotional, and you'll feel like the love reciprocate, like the feelings, and you'll communicate a lot, but you'll figure out that he isn't the person who you think he is. I got him reversed again here. So like he might be a little excessive. He might want too much right away. Like, so if you go there, he's gonna automatically think, yeah, I paid for her ticket, I paid for her to come here. She's here now, so she's obligated to give me some coochie. She's got to open her legs up every time I say so. She's got to do whatever I tell her because I paid for her to come here. She's got to do what I say. And when you see how he lives and how he really is in person, you might not really like him after that. For me to get him reversed twice is saying like he's not. Even if you go, it'll be cool at first, but then he'll show his true colors. And you enjoy talking to him, but you'll see like, yeah, this guy's not really worth my time. Like you won't tolerate him. So it doesn't look like, I know you didn't ask me that, but I asked, if you were to go there, how will it be? It'll be good, but you'll figure out that this guy's not for you. Like he's not gonna give you the right. He's not gonna come off in the right way because he's probably gonna think that you're going there to know that. Like, Well, there you go. So that's why he's reversed, because he's like, I can't do nothing with this woman that actually gives me the time of day. How you doing, Bronny? You good? Thanks for the super chat. He said a general reading. What do I need to know? All right, let me check for you. But yeah, and I don't see anything like really good about this guy. If you were to like deal with him, he might show you a different side of himself in person. Like, you know, like if you were to go visit him, it'll be like different. You'd be like, yeah, fuck this shit. This guy's an idiot. For me to get him reversed twice, it's not good. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. You're okay? Good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I relaxed all day because it rained all day here. It's got more rain coming, but hopefully no time soon. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I kind of get that because I got like timid, vulnerable, weirdness. Like, you know, I got him reversed. Like I told you earlier when I first spoke about this, the guy's like, you know, like scared to get rejected and scared to get, you know, you to tell him about himself. So yeah. Most Virgo women have no problem in telling a man go fuck themselves and they don't need him. Yeah, see all that stuff probably, yeah, you probably can't handle it. All right, Brownie, let me see what I got for you. Brownie, Brownie. What am I going to do with you, Brownie? Huh, Brownie? What am I going to do with you? All right, Brownie. What I get here is you might be confused, distracted. You might be mentally drained because you want things and then nothing's happening. Try not to make the same mistakes that you usually make. Because you don't have love in your life, you're frustrated, you feel separated from the world. You're not meeting the test that you want. Like you're being tested, but it's not like happening. Like you're like, you know, we don't want to deal with it. You might be very frustrated and you might have interference by other people. So when you do something, someone interferes, or you feel like people interfere in your life and you're not really getting what you really want because of others. I get I get like I get that you might argue over someone, like you might argue with a man over another woman. So this could be you arguing with a man about another woman, or you arguing with a woman about another man, vice versa. So there could be arguments coming up or disagreements with you and two other people. So you might say something and then, you know, a person be like, look, don't tell me, you know, I'm telling you this, your dad about your mom. Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's a man who like doesn't take no shit and whatever he says goes, you know, and you have to listen to him or else, you know, you're like, he doesn't want you to make impulsive mistakes. He doesn't want you to be like conceited, or this person might be like that way. They might be conceited, or they might be like, you know, um too disputive. Like, you know, they like to dispute everything. Like everything you say, they're gonna have something bad to say about it, or make sure you don't make a mistake, or if you have made mistakes, then they're gonna rub it in your face, shit like that. But like at the end of this year, end of this month, it's coming fast. Whether we think believe it or not, it's come. You need to begin to be more enthusiastic, take more initiative. If you want to like get a new job or go to a new school or learn something, you have unlimited possibilities. Spirit wants you to know you can't be thoughtless, you can't be careless, you can't live amongst your means. You can't be obsessing about things that you can't control. Like they don't want you to feel this way. You gotta start this new beginning of your life. Like, you know, January 1st comes and we have a New Year's resolution or a new task or a new adventure or a new something. They want you to focus on new things, getting yourself out there in a new way, new school, new job, new adventure, new something. Start something new, and then you'll feel a lot better. Try not to obsess over everything in your life. Let things pan out on its own. Try to like not be confused and mentally drained and frustrated. Try not to think that you need love in your life or you need certain things. You don't need shit. All you need is food and water, you know, and pay your bills. That's pretty much. And don't forget to breathe. But I don't get too much good things in general. I just feel like you are frustrated with people, interference with people around you. But they want you to take a risk. And I've told you this many times, and the same reading comes up for you many times, where you are frustrated and you're almost giving up. And you're like you have given up on certain things, but you're still dwelling too much on it or trying to figure out why these things are happening. There's no reason to figure out anything. All you got to do is make your life better without everyone else interfering or everyone else's opinion. Try to focus solely on yourself. And your mom told me this many times that your biggest thing, I wouldn't even call it a problem because it's not a problem. It's just a thing you have where you forget to focus so much on yourself. You got to focus more on you. Everything has to be about you. I know you're not a selfish person, but you have to be selfish for your benefit, for your life, for what you want. Like make it all about you. Like imagine yourself in like a clear bubble and no one can get to you and you can walk through anything and get through anywhere you want. Like just a bit, that's what you got to do. And don't see anybody else around you. Be all by yourself and just think that no one, you got to believe that no one can touch you. No one can get to you. No one should and no one will. You got to keep like putting forth that mentality like I'm going to get the next thing done. I'm going to be the best version of myself without everybody interfering or without anybody's opinion or I don't care what this person thinks. So you got to like make sure you don't make the same mistakes you've been making all this time. Repetitive mistakes make things worse. So try to do new things. That's the main message there. Go on a new adventure. Do something that makes you extremely happy. Like, so whatever that is, that's what you got to figure out. So what is coming? Christmas, the end of the year. I said the end of the year is coming, right? So usually when people get to the end of the year, right, they say, okay, I'm got a New Year's resolution. This is my New Year's resolution, blah, 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 Like I see a new job, a new like studying, new school, new something, like something new that you're gonna do that has to develop in order to like you to feel better. It's not a new man. I don't get no love stuff. It's like a new job or a new career or like you starting something new that benefits you personally. But you can't obsess over those things, you know? Yeah. That's what's coming. No problem, Brownie. I wish you the best always. You know that. And you gotta keep reminding yourself that with the power of your mom behind you and everybody behind her, they're trying to help you, but you have to help yourself. You can't just sit on your ass and expect things to unfold. They want you to take a risk, but it's something new you have to risk to get to where you need to be. But if you don't do it, then nothing's gonna happen. You know, I always tell everybody, we once we get the ball rolling, spirit keeps showing you the open door on what to do next. They're gonna keep feeding you with the positivity because they're like, finally, this freaking person doing what they're supposed to do. Now we can help them more. And they're like, hey, gather around, Brownie woke the fuck up. Okay, cool. She woke up. Okay, let's get into her now. Let's put everything in her place. We're ready. You do that, you do this, you do this, you do that. Boom. Same thing happened to me. Every time I set my mind on something and I actually get the ball rolling, everything just happens to come and I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm trying to explain this like people don't understand it because they don't believe it's gonna happen. But if you start to do it and believe it, you'll be amazed how easier your life becomes. And I can't express that or say it. I can say it millions of times, but one day it'll register in somebody's brain. But that's how I look at it. Like people, we can't do anything without spiritual help. And people, can say whatever they feel or have a different opinion. That's yours, but that's what works for me, and that's what works for a lot of people that I know. Your trust in God and spirit and your ancestors, and in your case, your mom and whoever else is passed away in your life, those people are willing to help you if you want to help yourself. So when they see that you're serious, they're going to be like, okay, now we're going to make this happen, you know. But if they don't make it happen, then that means they're not satisfied or happy with what you're doing. And that's something that I have to break down to people a lot. People always say, oh, Mark, why doesn't this happen to me? I pray to spirit, I talk to my mom. I said, well, are you doing everything that she would accept you? Well, I do drink or I do this or I do that. My mom wouldn't like that. I said, well, there you go, dummy. If your mom was alive or if the person that you are talking to was alive, you think they don't know what you're doing? Of course they know what you're doing. If they don't approve of your life, they're not going to help you. They're only going to help you if you're doing what, because in real life, they're not going to help you unless you're doing the right thing, right? So if they're not helping you, then because you're not doing the right thing. And people will say, oh, no, no. I had one woman tell me, that's not true, Mark, because spirit doesn't have like those feelings and they just automatically help. I said, so God automatically helps you if you're worshiping the devil? No. So don't tell me that shit, woman. I'll never forget that woman told me that shit. I told her, woman, get the fuck out of my face. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. So if you're dead and you're in spirit and your daughter's a hoe on OnlyFans, you're gonna help her? Yeah, you're gonna help her. Well, no. Well, there you go, dummy. That's what I mean. They're not gonna help you if you're doing dumb shit. Why would they help you be even dumber and even more of a hoe and be even, more stupid? Spirit don't do that. Because if they did, then what was the sense of me being on here? Fuck's sake. People have no clue. They really don't. They honestly think the dumbest things in the world. And sometimes I just look at them and be like, you don't know shit because you don't even speak to spirit. You think you are. You're talking to somebody in some damn closet or something. You talking to them. Well, if they tell the reason a lot of people tell you that, thanks for the donation, and I'll do your career reading next. But the reason why people tell you those things is because they want you to come back to them to say, hey, what can I do to not have this tower moment? What can I do to be spiritually protected? And then they're gonna you're gonna pay more money to listen to more bullshit. Exactly. So that's why you have to go to people who actually know what they're doing and don't allow just anybody to read you because people can really confuse you. And a lot of people come to me and say, oh, this person told me this. Let me see what you get. And I'm like, well, that's not good to do, or that's not good to like go to multiple people, because spirit doesn't want you to do that, first of all. And second of all, if you do that, you're going to get different answers from everybody. It's like spiritual gossip, you know? It's going to be like psychic gossip, where everybody's going to be like, and then spirit's going to give up on you and say, you know what, let her go to that person. She wants to hear lies, that's up to her. Or she don't trust that Mark's telling her the truth even though she don't want to hear it, and that's her problem. Because that's what spirit eventually does. And I've had spirit tell me, this person has been to multiple people and they're still not going to listen to you, but you can go ahead and tell them what we got to say. They'll figure it out. I've had spirit tell me, look, this person that's coming to you, this so and so, they go to multiple people, but they just want to test you to see if you're like these people, or you're going to say the right answer. And I just say, you know what? I don't care what they think. We're going to tell them the truth, and that's all that matters. If whether or not they can accept it, that's their problem. It ain't my problem. And if one day you get a reading from anyone, including me, and it doesn't happen, it's because spirit was sick and tired of you asking, or spirit couldn't control what the other person was doing. And that can't be happening. Nobody can control you like that. You have free will. That's the biggest thing that we have, is free will. So whatever reading you have, it can always be changed. Nothing's going to ever be set in stone. But when it does happen, great. But when it doesn't, you have to realize that the only person to blame is yourself. You can blame a psychic for lying to you, yes. But even if they tell you what the deal was, they're still not technically, like, it's still technically not nobody's fault, because everybody has free will to change their mind. Because at the time you get the reading, 5 minutes to 5 days later, it can change. So you're just getting a present, up to date reading at the time. But a week from now, everything can change. But it doesn't mean that you should go get a reading every week to get an update. You can if you want, if you're rich. But if you shouldn't. You should just allow things to happen naturally. When things don't happen and you get readings from somebody, you should never get no more. You should just leave it alone and allow spirit to just control what they can for you, and allow yourself to control your own life instead of trying to see what's going on, It depends on what happens though. It's a lot to explain. Even what I just explained might confuse people. Like, some people be like, oh yeah, he's just trying to cover his back if he's wrong. No, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you got to realize I'm wrong because spirit told me the wrong answer, or they told me the right answer at that on that day, but it didn't go according to plan because other people or you changed your mind. I can tell you you're gonna have a date with this guy Mark tomorrow, right? And Mark is going to have a great time with you, blah blah blah. Now, supposedly Mark has free will and changes his mind and says, "Hey, look, something came up. I got to do overtime. This guy got sick." So how the fuck's Spirit supposed to know that guy that he's working with gonna get sick? They don't know that shit because it's not their problem. It's not their spiritual line to talk to deal with it. So people have free will. They change the way things happen. So try not to take some readings from people, like, literally. If you have common sense, obviously that's fine. But I've explained this many times to people, like, you can change the outcome, and so can the person that you're dealing with. And that psychic can change the outcome too. They can make you believe shit's gonna happen when it ain't. So people change their minds. So you gotta realize that none of this shit is 100%. None of it. And I'll be honest, I'll tell you, I don't guarantee anything because people's energy changes. Hey Holly, how you been? I got your donation. You're after Ann here. So all right, and let me see. You said you want a career reading, all right? I'm glad you're better, Holly. All right. So, and as far as career, it really depends on you and your resistance and the obstacles that you're willing to face. Because what I'm getting here is you might feel like you can't deal with other people emotionally because you'll get unstable, or you'll feel like I can't work with this damn person, or I don't feel like working this place because I'm gonna work with this idiot, or if I work here, I gotta make sure I don't get myself into any quarrels with anybody, right? So you might be resisting a career change or a career upgrade, or getting yourself into a career situation where you'll be happy because you might be feeling negative about trying to be in a career because you have to deal with people or deal with a situation. So right now I feel like in the next 2 months things are going to be slow and stagnant, and you're going to partially change day by day on what you really want, but you might have to end things in order to start things. I feel like you can't really work around other women too much because you feel like it's excessive pressure for you, or you might feel like these women are just weird and you can't deal with them. But there is delays, and like I also feel like if you were to try and get like a decent job or career, you'll feel like you've lost some type of prestige of yourself. Like you feel like you're undervalued or you're less appreciated, or if you put your all into it, you want to be recognized right away. And you're the only way you're gonna feel good about it is if it all works out properly right away. If it doesn't work out right away, you don't have the patience to deal with it. But I do feel like there is a man that is very educated, and he's like generally a good person, and he knows life, and he's mature, and he's willing to like give you a job or get you a job because this man has like sympathy for you. I feel like you might even know this person. Like they're honest and they're a good person. Um, and they're educated and they're devoted. Like they're friendly and they're willing to help you. Um, so for instance, if the father of your children says to you, "Hey, if you want a job, I can get you one," and you say, "Well, yeah, okay, I'll take the job or whatever," or "Yeah, thanks for telling me. I'll see what I can do." So for instance, he might say something to you because I'm getting like the father of your children or a fatherly person. Could be your father, could be your father, it could be like your baby daddy, or it could be somebody that is a fatherly person or like an educated person that has a business that says, "Hey, look, if you want a job, I can give you one." And you're gonna be like, "Okay, well, I'll try it," you know? Yeah, if baby daddy offers you a job, I would say you can take it if you want, but just remember it's going to be an obstacle, and it's going to be like kind of slow and stagnant, and the people that you work with are going to be kind of weird, but it's like you just want to try it. So if you try it, you can always say hell no or hell yeah, or deal with it as much as you want. So it's kind of like a risk, but it's nothing like severely bad. I'm not getting like this is a disaster, you know. Yeah, if he pays you to stay home, then fuck it. That's what he's probably, that's the option. That's why I don't really see like a concrete job career here. So that's why I got what I got. So I guess that makes sense. And this because he pays you to stay home. See, this is another reason why these cards came up. Just when you said that, now this makes more sense because he will be jealous if you're working with other men or other women, or you're actually working and making your own money and being independent. Like he'll probably be jealous if you were to work somewhere. So that's why he does what he does, because he doesn't want nobody to come and get you, or you to meet somebody at work, or to be around women and you being happy, and he doesn't want that. He'll feel jealous if you were to be somewhere where he doesn't know where you are or can control you. So that's another thing this could be. I don't know if he's like that, but if he's like that, then that's why he does what he does. You're welcome, man. Holly, you can ask your question when you're ready. Yeah, if he's done that in the past, that's why he's still doing it. And that's why, like, if he does offer you or try to get you a job, it's somewhere where he can have dibs on you. Like, he'll know exactly what you're doing, where you're going, who you're talking to. Like, he seems like a good person. I don't get him being like, a crazy bastard or something like that. But I feel like when it comes to that, he's okay. He's okay with it. Like, but he'd rather you not work. Like, I feel like he has a job opportunity for you, but he won't give it to you because he doesn't want you to like be out in the public. Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. You are safe for him because when you're out there in this world, man, people do dumb shit, man. I that's why I'm so glad I work for myself because I don't have to go out in public and deal with public idiots. I can do whatever the fuck I want, which is great. There's a lot of idiots out there, man, and dealing with the public is not good. A lot of people are just so rude and so nasty and so demanding and think that they're better than you or you have to serve them. Like people say this now, well, they have been for years. People say, I pay your taxes, you work for me. Motherfucker, I don't work for you. You pay the government taxes. You pay the government taxes. So you work for the government owes you, not me. You don't pay my taxes. I pay my own, mofo. What the fuck world you live in? So if a person ever said that to me, I would be like, you don't pay me, but you don't pay for shit. And I'll tell them I'm on my own, and I pay payroll tax and social insurance, and that pays for your mom, your old ass mom, and your old ass dad that's retired. I'm paying for their fucking retirement shit. If you want to look at it that way, don't be talking no bullshit taxes to me. That's what I would tell them. I'll switch it up on you. Dare say that shit to me? Paying my taxes. I work for you like hell you do. No. There's a lot of crazy people out there that say the stupidest shit, but that's up to them. All right, Holly, you said you want a general. All right, cool. Did that idiot ever call you back or text you back? He might have got scared if he didn't. I saw that he might, but it's really up to him. If he doesn't, that'll be great. Yeah. No. Okay. So what I got in general is you might not be willing to make the necessary effort at times. Hey Rudy, how you doing, sweetie? So you might not be able to make the necessary effort at times. You might be preoccupied with life and with things that are around you. You might feel like sometimes, like, see how you do Reiki and you're spiritually inclined and you're doing your thing. Sometimes you might feel like, I do all these spiritual things, but I'm not really getting the 100% reward I feel I should be getting. I don't know if you feel that way, or sometimes you talk to yourself that day, or you doubt your spiritual power, or you doubt if you're getting any spiritual power. If you feel that way, try not to feel that way, because like I feel like sometimes you feel like it's useless doing too much because you're not getting anything back from it. And if you are, it's still not what you really want, or you're wondering why things happen if you're doing the right thing. So it's your conscience that's getting in the way of with your fears combined, you know? So try not to let that happen to you. Like, yeah, see? Like try not to do doubt is a powerful tool. So if you use doubt a lot, then doubt's gonna take over you. And I've explained this like a million times to everybody, and I know everybody's different and has a different mentality. But once you stop doubting your power, you become the most powerful version of yourself. You shouldn't have to wait for things to go right. You can make it right through your energy and through the power of belief and faith. But see that depends on you, you know. So you might also feel alone right now. You might feel like people have difficulty in understanding you, or you have difficulties understanding others. You're like, yeah, I must be a goddamn alien because nobody listens to me or nobody gives a shit, you know? So I feel that way a lot too. Um, you might have the inability to work with others. You don't want to work with others because you feel like they have conflict or they're disunion or they're hostile or they're stupid or you just don't want to work with them, you know? Um, yeah, I understand that. And I do get the King of Cups reversed here. And this is why you're feeling this way because you felt like you should have read the energy before. But the thing is it's, I'm going to explain this to you and you'll understand it. When when you're spiritually inclined like how you are and you've gone through your spiritual journey in a good way right now, so because you should have saw that this guy intuitively was a bad person, you have to understand that you kind of did, but because your spirituality and your positive energy wanted to give that person a chance. See, so your energy was chanced, if that makes sense. Like you looked at this person, you said, you know, they're not really rubbing me the wrong way. I don't really feel anything. And then when they did do you wrong, you were like, why didn't I see that? But it's not meant for us to see that because their energy wasn't that bad until the last minute. See? So they took you for a ride, and spirit also showed you, even though you're not feeling it intuitively, or even though you're giving a person a chance to prove themselves, or you just don't see it, it doesn't mean you're like you're dumb, or you don't or you're not spiritually inclined, or you're not a real psychic, or you're not a real Reiki healer or whatever. Because it's impossible, and I'm going to repeat this, it's impossible to read everyone's energy. It's impossible to read every single person. It's impossible to like see positive in everyone. It's impossible to see the negative in everyone. It has to be thought out. It has to be put in front of your face. You have to go through the lesson and the cycle. So spirit did that on purpose to say, hey, even though you think this is going to be great, you were wrong. But it's okay. We took this person out of your life before you made a bigger mistake letting him in. You got me? So when things like this happen, Holly, it's for a reason. It's spirit. Spirit is on your side. So what they take out of your life, you thank them for it. So because you beat up yourself about it, because you felt like you were powerful enough to analyze a person, that doesn't always happen. And that's one of the biggest problems with us, with human beings and nice people, is we're too nice and we accept everyone. And when we accept a devilish person that we don't even know that's devilish, or a bad person that we don't know is bad yet, it's because they disguise their badness, because they actually were giving a chance by us to prove that they're not bad. I hope I'm making sense, right? because this is exactly what happens to me every time I meet somebody. Is they show me the best version of themselves right away, so you automatically get sucked in. And then when they show you the real them, you're like, fuck, why didn't I see that? You know why? Because they're the devil in disguise. And that's what it all boils down to. Is you can't beat up yourself for the devil. The devil is always going to be in disguise. These people are always going to disguise because they want to treat you like shit because they know how powerful you are. You can't to them. You gotta, and bad people are always gonna be around good people because they want a chance to be bad because that's all they know, and you just want a chance to show that you're, the best version of yourself. But we can't always determine bad. That's just a lesson that we learn. But because we couldn't determine it, remember, God and Spirit determine it for us. So when these things happen, you just say, thank God I got myself into a worse situation with the person and Spirit will come away from me. You have to look at it in a positive way. If you don't look at it in a positive way, you're going to beat yourself up, like you said. So remember, rejection is God's protection. So this person rejected you, ghosted you, and didn't say nothing to you. So you take that as, don't take it as an insult. Don't take it as, oh, it must be something wrong with me. It's not. Spirit said, no, we're not going to let this person get in Holly's energy. We're not going to allow this person to further put their negativity in her energy. And we're going to take this person away from her. So you have to sit there and say, Spirit, help me, thank God. Thank you, Spirit. And if you have the balls and the knowledge and the common sense to do that, every time something bad happens, you'll see how bad your life is. And then Spirit will be like, okay, I'm gonna make sure the next person that I put in Holly's life is the best person for her because she's been through it enough, We're gonna hook her up now. But spirits ain't gonna do that if you allow them to, because you can't, like, if you feel like you're not determining people's energy that great, then you gotta let them do it. But ask for their help and thank them when things like this happen. And I know that might sound weird, but it's the only way to get over it. And trust me, it happens because it's happened to me a million times. And I'm a good person and a nice person, and I always try to help everybody. I even help people that are good at the time but become bad. So I feel the same way, and I'm like, why didn't I see this bad person at first? You know why? Because it's not meant for you to see. You were meant to help them in the time that they were in your life, or you were meant to deal with them, and then Spirit said, all right, that's enough. You can't see what's going on, Mark. We're gonna get this person out of your energy right now. And like, that's the best way I can explain it. Exactly. Yeah, don't beat yourself up because it happens to you and everybody else. It happens to all of us. And it's not our fault. And it's not for us to determine. It's up to Spirit to take over the wheel. They'll deal with it. If it didn't work, that means you can't miss nothing you never had. Remember those words. You can't miss nothing you never had. So if you never had anything with that person, then you can't miss it. They just missed a good opportunity with a good person. That's how you got to keep analyzing your energy. Always positive. If it didn't work out, that means they missed out on you. But that's up to the karma for him is losing out on a good woman like yourself. That's how a woman should think. Is when a man disses you or a man doesn't want you, That's his loss, not yours. Same thing with me. When a woman don't want me or a woman ditches me or doesn't want me, it's your loss because you just missed out on a good guy. That can take you to another level, but you didn't want it, so fuck you. So now Spirit said, no, Mark, that wasn't the right woman for you. Goodbye. It's over. Move on. Simple. That's how we should look at it. You could look at it the way you want, but that's how I look at it. Like I always thank Spirit for taking some hoe out of my life or a woman that is not meant to be for me. I'll get the hint. Yeah, and that's why when you're true and honest, people ain't gonna be the same way. And when they're not the same way, you know they're not for you. People have to match your energy. And if they don't, then they're gonna match someone else's. Not my problem. Yeah, I try to give good advice because I'm good. The reason I give this advice because I know that this is what I've been through, but a lot of other people have been through, and this is how I feel we should deal with it. You don't have to deal with it my way, but I feel like this is the way. It's a good way to deal with it. It's a positive way to deal with it. Never be hard on yourself when someone leaves your life or nobody's meant to be in your life because if they're not meant to be in your life. My friend Sue, that passed away a couple years ago, she used to say all the time in this chat, people are in your life for a reason or a season. That's it. They're never in your life forever, Some people are in your life forever, even when you transfer the spirit. And some people are just in your life for a reason or a season. So it's a reason to teach you a lesson, to be your karma, to be their karma, or they're in your life for a certain amount of time and then they just, dip off. And that happens to a lot of us. Mm-hmm. It's just another lesson. Exactly. Yep. It's not easy, but if it was, we'd all be happy. And we can be, but we have to make sure we make the right choices. So don't be hard on yourself, Holly. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. But don't be hard on yourself. It's all good. Just keep working on yourself and, love yourself as much as you can and do what's best for you. Everything else will pan out on its own. It'll all work out. I believe that. But we'll see. Once they're gone, they're gone. Good riddance. And when people take themselves out of your life, they're doing you a favor because you didn't have to do it yourself. So when people are like, I don't want to deal with you no more, I don't speak to you, I ghosted you, I don't talk to you no more, that person did you a favor because now you don't have to take them out of your life yourself. That's how I look at it, which is a very good way to look at it because you ain't got to deal with them no more. Fuck 'em. That's what I say. Smell you later. You too, Holly. Enjoy yourself. Take care. It's so hard to deal with relationships and people, man. There's many times I want to give someone a chance, or if like someone enters my life, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should try and talk some shit to them or whatever. Maybe I should try and, see how where it goes. And then something, as soon as I try, something will happen and be like, no, no. You'd be like, no, Mark, that's not the right one. I'll get a sign immediately, or I'll see like their social media or something, and I'll be like, oh well, I guess there was a reason for me not to go that route. Next. I say next many times, more than I ever have. And it's okay. I never get discouraged. All I do is I say, you know what? That's just not, it's not meant for me. It's not my time. It's not my woman. It's not my future wife. It's not the woman I'm supposed to be with. Nope, that's wrong. Nope, that's not the one. Oh well, fuck it. We'll see how it goes. Maybe one day. And then that's it. You just go on, man. Just move on. Never dwell on what you can't have. Always dwell on the future and what you can have. We will make it happen. Come on now. I can't remember what that thing was. Oh, fucking no. But yeah, anyway. I need to get out of here and go get some dinner. And then I should be back on tonight around like 10:30, 11. So in like 3 more hours from now, I'll be back on. I'll be back on in like 3 hours from now. I'm gonna go grab some dinner and I'll be back. All right. Love you guys, and I'll see you later.